I think it's useful when you're reading any sort of text that claims to have some authority to be able to imagine a bit about the authors, to think about their views and their goals. So I wanted to begin with an introduction to the preface of this book rather than just starting in with the chapter. The Metcalfes are a couple of historians, a married couple. They're both senior historians of colonial India, and they wrote this book together after decades of teaching and researching on colonial India. So what I want to do with the preface is just point you to three questions as you read the preface. First, I want you to think about the study of history in South Asia, for those of you who are new to South Asian history. Why do the Metcalfes talk so much about the role of nationalism being so important for historians of India and South Asia? And second, what I want you to think about is a bit more about what you should expect to find in this book. What kinds of groups do they focus on, and what do they think the impact of focusing on their particular groups is going to have on what we might consider the story of India, the story of the nation? So think about the kinds of groups that they tell you they're going to focus on. And third, to think more generally about how the material that you study in this book might impact your thinking outside the classroom. What do they think is the distinctive contribution that history can make to civic life? So those are really the big points to think about to kind of orient yourself in this short preface. There are specifics in there about subalternists, about teleologies, changing modalities of contemporaneous expression and behavior. You do not have to worry about those at this point. When we finish the course, you'll probably have a sense of what those mean if you don't now, but at this point, you really don't have to worry about those.